class is designed if you've just come off a flight and you're a little bit stiff maybe, your pelvis, your back, your shoulders. Now when we're on a flight, our shoulders are round, our neck's forward as we're looking at our iPad. So just going to take this nice and gentle just to mobilise and release and do some nice stretches, and hopefully you can hear the waves as well. So we're going to start with some cat to cow. So spine to sky. Sort of do what feels good for our body right now. Looking up to the sky. That side's actually coming in. Exhale as you come into cat. Rocking forwards and backwards. Inhale. Feel the stretch in the abdominals. Take it super slow, especially if you're stiff, and you'll begin to mobilise and just naturally want to increase the range of movement. In Ibiza. We'll come into child's pose. Deep breaths. We're going to move our forehead left, on our forehead, moving left and right. We're going to come back into tabletop. We're going to move our hips over to the left, over to the right. Feeling that stretch in the side body. Leaning if it feels good. Taking a somatic approach. We're going to come into downward dog. And stretch out the heels. This is a good one to do if you've done a lot of walking as well. Left leg up, and then joins the left hand into a low lunge position. So you can just stay here, you don't have to go any further down. Deep breath. You can use your block if you've got one with you, or you can just sit upright. So we're looking for the stretch from the back hip flexor here. To increase the stretch, you can bring your arms over your head, or you can just place them on your hands. Chest proud, deep breaths. Smelling the sea air. I'm currently in Ibiza. This is the Mediterranean Sea that you can see behind me. And then back down into a downward dog. Paddling those heels out. The calves stretch. Now the right arm comes up and over, and joins the right hand. Let it settle in. I'm going to be doing quite a few hip openers. Move a little bit in that position, left and right with your hips. And we're coming up into the low lunge position. Let it settle in, feeling that stretch on the back hip flexor. Deep breaths. And arms up and over to increase the stretch. And back down to downward dog. It's a little bit of a shake off. From here, our left leg is going to go into a pigeon pose. To the sides of the hips and the glutes. It's going to settle in. Oh, just that wave sound is just so relaxing. I hope you guys can hear that. down, gently rock left and right and pigeon, finding space wherever feels good. Back into downward dog, paddle those heels out again. Now the right leg comes into pigeon pose. This is my tighter side, this is your tighter side. Just be mindful that it is. Don't try and force it into anything. Gentle rocking side to side. Feeling a stretch in the side body. And we're going to come back into child's pose. See how that feels. Any difference at all? You've got the option to stay here, or you can join me in Sphinx, pushing the hips into the sand or the ground and the elbows into the ground. Chest proud, allowing that back bend in the lower part of your back. It's meant to be there. You put like shades on. It's so bright outside, not used to it. Squeeze the bum cheeks and push the hips into the ground a little bit more. Deep breaths. Hips back into child's pose to counteract that back bend, knees together. Then I'm going to show our body some love and appreciation. And we're going to make our way over to spinal twist, one of my favourites. So lying in semi-supina, I'm going to bring our knees out to the side. Deep breaths. Inhale, arms rise. Pause with full lungs and slowly exhaling. Tension release. Another inhale. Exhale. Make sure you're exhaling slower than what you are inhaling. Next, we're careful to bring our knees together. Shift your hips over to the right, knees over to the left. For a spinal twist. You can just stay here if this feels good, it's a good stretch. Especially if you're feeling tight, you can put a book or a block in between your thighs or underneath them. Or if this isn't a tight area for you, you can extend that top leg. Shoulder blades should be on the ground, imprinted. Deep breath in, and slow exhale. Bending both knees, pausing in semi-supine, waiting for that sense of a stretch to dissipate. Then hips over to the left, knees over to the right, arms out to the side. It's so hot now, about 29 degrees. Definitely helps the joints and everything relax. Extend that top leg if it feels good. Treat every side differently. And back over to semi-supine. Bring your knees in for a hug and roll side to side. Chest opener next. We want to carefully make our way over to a bridge position. So squeezing the glutes, lifting the hips, engaging the core. You can interlace the hands underneath, pushing your chest up into the sky. Feeling the warmth and tension in your glutes and your lower back, stretching your hip flexors as well. Come as high as what you feel is comfortable just now. Are you ready to release? Back into Apanasana. We want to come up into the standing position. Take your time. It's a nice wide stance, about shoulder width apart stance, a little bit wider if you want a bigger stretch in the hip and if you've got that flexibility. If you want a block, we're going to place the block, we're going to turn one of the feet out and place the block on the inner side of the arch, the inner side of the foot. So first things first, imagine that there's two planes of glass, one in front and one behind you. An Elvis hip kick out to the side, small bend in the knee, you're going to come down and you're just going to rest your arm just above the knee. So make sure you're all in one line, you can bring your arm up to the sky and you can look at your thumb. Deep breath in. Core's engaged and you should feel a stretch on the side body and it's a hip opener as well. 3 deep breaths. This is called the triangle. One more deep breath. You can stay here by all means, you're strengthening the sides of the neck as well. Or you can come a little bit further down, that bend in the knee, to feel more of a stretch around the pelvic area, side body, inner thigh, core's engaged. One more deep breath. And straighten that front leg now. That feels good. For a hamstring stretch. Bending that leg, coming up, back into that wide stance. We're going to go over to the other side now. So as I always say, treat every side differently. You might not feel like you can go or want to today, go lower. Totally up to you. So place the block. Let's see how it feels, shall we? So hip kick out to the side, small bend in that leg, arm rises and you're looking at the thumb. Feel good? 3 deep breaths here. I love the twists, guys. If that feels good, take a deep breath in and exhale, coming down to the block with that bend in the knee. Use your arm against your leg to purchase and twist around. Deep breath in and straighten that leg if that feels good. Core's engaged. Excellent. Bending both legs back up into the standing position. Next what we're going to do is stretch off the hamstrings. We stretched off the hip flexor and the lower back. So we're going to do the hamstrings and the neck to finish. Okay. I love an Uttanasana. So for the Uttanasana, you can have your block for assistance as well, or a book or anything that you've got. So first things first, so soft knees, core's engaged, hips back, think belly to thighs first. I'm going to hold that position. Relax your neck and you're decompressing your spine as well. And if you're doing this by the beach, feel free to take off the sand. As you begin to relax into it, you can release the block and you might not feel like you need it anymore. Let's come in and out of a straight leg to increase the stretch in the hamstring if that feels good. Bending both knees, chest rises first to come out of it. Big arms, exhale, soft knees, Squeezing the glutes, pushing the hips forward, and then we're going to come down again. Again, hips back, belly to thigh. And now we're going to straighten our legs, engage our quads, tell the hamstring to relax. Pushing our chest closer to our legs. Again, good bend in the knee. Belly to thigh, hips back. Do it once more. Good bend in the knee. Squeezing, Hasta Tadasana. Good. Now one of my favourites is nerve flossing. This is on the app as well if you've joined the app, part of a workout. Just in time that we're not back on the floor, right? As the sea comes in onto the mat. Okay, so nerve flossing, so shoulders down away from ears, chest proud, and make sure your spine is neutral, which means your ribs are over your hips and your knees are soft. Everything's faced forward, shoulders down. So we're going to come over to the right side, deep breath, and feel the stretch on the opposite side and what you leaned over. We bring our arm out to the side and start with a small pulse in. If you increase the range of movement, this can increase the stretch sensation, so you're going to feel it all along here. Fingers up to sky. And you can also increase the stretch by holding onto the top of your head. Good, a few more. Bigger range of movement. Good. Back over to the other side. Notice that you're still feeling the stretch there in the levitator scapula. Over to the other side. So this is really good if you've been doing a lot of laptop work and your neck's been faced forward. Going to get used to that new position. Just bringing a small movement. Fingers to sky. I really feel this one in my trachea area. I don't know about you guys. Increasing the range of movement from the arm. And coming back to centre. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me on the mat today. Please like and subscribe if you want to do more classes with me. I'll see you again soon.